Hey everyone, welcome to our, what is it, episode 130 now?
Yeah, it's
How you doing,
crazy.
Renee?
Doing good.
How's it going over there?
130. If it's one a week, it's like it's more than 2 years now, right? Wow.
It's been a while. Yeah.
Yeah. We started from scratch when we started doing Facebook Live. We transitioned from Google Hangouts to Facebook Live, and that's when we reset the counter.
Yeah, but there were other lives that weren't counted as episodes before that, so I think it's even longer.
Oh yeah.
Like before they were called episodes, yeah.
Mm-hmm. All the Google stuff wasn't counted. Otherwise, it'd be 7 years worth of stuff. So yeah, we did episode 300 and something, probably, or something like that. But anyway,
we're counting from day one.
good stuff. Today, Monica, I don't know if I told you, I think I've been kind of hinting at that, but I made 21 videos in the last 21 days, and I did not miss a beat at all.
Good.
One single day. So I'm very proud of myself. And I wasn't really in content creation mode for a while. Now the itch is back, so I'm pretty excited about that. So I know sometimes it happens. I know some of you guys watching. Some people are just natural content creators, and they either write a lot, they get on camera a lot. But if you notice, most people are not. So if you're struggling to create content, it's normal. So I'm going on a tangent here a little bit, but I hope you don't mind.
I was just getting it ready in the background there.
Yeah, if you're launching a membership, if you're creating any kind of program online, you do got to get past that. It has to happen. So, but if you're struggling with it, it's okay. Just be patient with yourself, and you'll get better at it, and you'll actually start enjoying it. So,
and do what works for you. I had a client who just refused to get on camera, and I was like, why don't you do what I do? I just pop up a slide, go full screen, record that, and I just talk while I'm toggling through, kind of what we do like here every week when I'm not on camera or something. And she was like, oh, I never thought of that. So, if you're trying to challenge yourself to do videos, and that part is maybe a little scary for you at first, start without going on camera. You could just do a how-to, right? Like create some slides and then work your way into that, because they do want to see your face.
Right.
Eventually, build that connection.
Yeah, it's funny. The first videos were slides, and because sometimes I come back from a run, I'm like, oh no, I'm not just gonna pop it up right now. So I obviously can't go on camera, right? I have to come back from a run or something. But I'm like, and people are commenting, okay, we want to see you. I'm like, wow, okay, I didn't realize I wasn't. Yeah, that's right. So I started adding myself to the videos, but I'll be posting some of those videos in the group. But a lot of the content that I've covered, some of the content we're covering today, came from some of those videos. So I actually started planning, and I was gonna make 21 videos. Like, I gotta make sure I have enough content. Came up with 40 some ideas, 42 ideas. I'm like, okay, I think I'm good. So I'm itching, Monica. Well, maybe we got to throw this around. I'm itching to create a full-on like membership course for everybody to follow. Like, I'm talking like deep stuff. So who knows? We'll see what I
like. You'll create a course
come up with,
and follow along, or you'll do like a challenge to create a course for them.
No. I'll create a course on launching your membership and everything you got to know. I mean, there's so many things.
I know. I've been working on that same course for like 2 years. I have all my notes in the background.
Yeah, we'll do something. And I you know what? I've seen some courses online. Some of them selling for up to $2,000 for a course, and they're good, but they're not. They don't go deep. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. It works. I think maybe if we do this, I think I like to create one that's, hey, I just want to start something simple. What's the least I got to know? Get off the ground. And I think that's a lot of people.
Minimums.
Yeah, and then something deeper for someone who really wants to really dive deep and spend a lot of time. But anyway, let's get to what we're here for. So,
all right, let's go.
Not too many slides today, but a lot of talking. So I do recommend that you just kind of consume some of what we're and just absorb it, see what makes sense. And if there's some stuff you really like, the replay is going to be available, so you can take some notes. But there will be a lot of talking. So I hope my voice is not annoying, because you'll hear a lot of it.
Yeah, and we're going to do a part 2 also, and the part 2 will be probably more slides and just as much talking, though. I was going to say and less talking, but that's not going to happen.
No.
All right, so let's make sure that you are where you're supposed to be. And, if you're here, if this is for you, we want to know, are you a dream builder? What's a dream builder? Am I in the right place? What the heck is all this about? So we have a few kind of criteria. If you tick these boxes, then you are in the right place. Number one, I'm passionate about both the products or services that I provide and the people that I help. So you really do what you love and you're truly passionate about helping people with your expertise. You want to create an online business that earns 10,000 or more stable monthly income, something recurring that's going to allow you to live that desired lifestyle. You will ultimately the goal is to stop trading time for money here. And you want to build meaningful relationships that will eventually lead a community to grow your business on social and platforms like Facebook and reaching out to people so that you can really scale and ultimately help more people without running yourself thin and spending extra time and money, but using those social platforms to grow that community. That's really going to help you scale. And of course, putting the time and the work, knowing that this won't happen overnight. If that you're truly passionate about your business and you want to create a lasting impact and have that income and lifestyle fulfillment that's going to last long term, then knowing that that's going to take some time and work to get that going. So in order to do that, you want to follow some guidelines, some rules. We have what's called the Dream Builder Blueprint, which is a guide towards, kind of stepping stones that will help you achieve those goals and build that dream lifestyle, that dream business that'll fund it. So first, it starts with really defining and knowing what that is. So what's your dream? What is it you're working towards? And that designing that dream lifestyle and the business that's going to fund it so you can live that lifestyle. So once you know what it is you're working towards, build around that and using your expertise to deliver those solutions, deliver that expertise, deliver that knowledge to the people who really need it. So what is it you can promise and commit to deliver? And the results that you're delivering, that transformation that you're offering someone, and who is that someone? Who's the ideal recipient of that transformation, your ideal client or member or customer? Getting clear about that and knowing that, that's when you can start inviting. So you know what you want to do and what you're going to delivering in a way that kind of goes along with the way you want your desired lifestyle to be, and then start offering that to people. So Renee kind of mentioned at the beginning, getting familiar with video and doing things like that, but it may be something different for someone else, or it may be, reaching out and doing one-on-one calls, or you could be putting out a course or putting out, having a membership, but reaching out to people who would be good members or good, enrollees in the course, or good clients to do one-on-one calls with you, whatever that is for you, and asking them to take you up on the offer, inviting them to get those results and kind of share your wisdom, right? Once you do that, you're going to learn ways to then create systems where you can put things in motion that are kind of automatic and systematic. They're going to keep those people engaged, happy, and nurtured, continue to deliver value and giving them exactly what it is they need and why they came to you in the first place, but also fulfilling, that own desire that you have. You'll hear Renee and I talk a lot about how it doesn't ever feel like work. We're always doing this, helping people, but you'll learn a way to do that systematically in a way that benefits not only you, but the end result, right? The customer, the client. Like, is the pricing right? Is the delivery right? Is the timing right? Is the wording right? Should this have been a PDF instead of a video? And, all of that kind of stuff you'll figure out if you go in this order, as opposed to just jumping into, here's the system I'm going to put out. And that's really going to help you, once you have that in place, you have something that is helping people, who those people are, you're able to deliver that in a way that, people are willing to pay for and can receive seamlessly, and everything's working. You've got all the kinks worked out. Then you can start to build on that. That's when you want to grow. You want to add on to what you have, attraction strategies, maybe some, this is where you'll maybe get into some marketing strategies, growing what you have existing, but also building on that, evolving, maybe adding new products or different models or things like that, but building on something that already works. And this is a system that people who are having a lot of success with their online business, they're following these steps. So that's why we like to share that with you, and kind of just a blueprint towards building your dream. Right, Renee?
Correct.
Little guideline there.
So with that being said, I guess
we're going to take a piece of that. Renee's going to talk about this, how we're going to be able to create that planet structuring and all of that. So you kind of have to figure out what those, first thing to figure out is your membership type. So I'm going to let Renee take the screen here because I believe these are your slides there.
Yeah, so it's a couple of slides today. So bear with me here. Hopefully I don't talk to you to death, but like I said, you might want to listen to the replay. So this is probably one of the first things you got to decide is the membership type that you want to create, because it goes along with delivering, which is that second step in our blueprint, and knowing what's going to make sense for you. So I'm going to give you a few examples of what a membership could look like. It's up to you to decide what's going to make sense for both the way I want to work, and also what my my audience needs. So the first one is a low-end membership, and $5 to $20 a month. So this is, who do I recommend this for? So I'm going to tell you, if you feel you're getting started and you're kind of a little afraid and you're not sure, you've never really offered something online, you know your expertise, but you never really offered something online, and you kind of just want to test the waters, the lower the amount of money that you ask for, the lower the commitment has to be. So it's not a bad place to start with something like a low-end membership to kind of warm people up. But what I do recommend is, if you start with this membership, to think about what are the higher ticket items that I'm also going to offer, so that it makes sense. The good thing about a low-end membership is that it's easy for people to sign up. The bad thing is it takes a little longer for you to get a substantial income. So start thinking, great, I'm going to have this low-end membership, and unless I have a gazillion followers and a large email list, it's probably not going to give me a gazillion members right off the bat. So I do recommend that you think, okay, what else can I offer them if someone says, I want more help? If I'm offering ongoing training, maybe I say, hey, I'm going to create 2 training videos a month or something like that. What else could I do for them? Could I work with people one-on-one? What other type of memberships could I have that's going to help me supplement my income now till this thing grows? So that's something to keep in mind. So if you're barely getting started, this is a good place to start, again, because the commitment level is low, because the monthly fee is low. So another group that this may make sense for is if you do have a big following, and you're thinking, you know what, I keep answering questions online for free. Questions. I already have a free group that's humongous. Why not offer it? Why not charge for it? And I know I'm going to get a lot of conversions right off the bat because I have a strong following already. So that can also work for that type of person. So that may also be you. The other one is premium memberships. And honestly, I think I love these. Actually, these are my favorite. I think when people pay more money, they tend to be more engaged. They tend to care more and actually participate because it's costing them. The upside is it is going to get you income a little faster per member. So the downside is that retention is a little tougher, because someone's really got to get engaged and really be using it to the full extent to want to pay that kind of price point. But so that may actually make sense for you. But the downside to this is that it's only $50 to $100. So it should still be scalable. You shouldn't, unless, there may be an exception to this, but you shouldn't think, well, can I offer one-on-one time? Can I include an hour of my time a month? Because it's only $50 to $100. It won't make any sense for you to offer any time. So these are there's not too many in this price range, but sometimes they make sense. But I do like the fact that it's a little higher price point. They're probably going to be more engaged. So if your stuff's really, really niche down, really specialized, this may be almost the equivalent of the low. Because, hey, it's so specialized and so niche that it merits a higher price point, right? So, and I'll give an example of the opposite of that. The opposite of that is Netflix. Netflix charges, I don't know, $10 a month, I think, at this point. I forgot, I haven't checked my bill in a long time, but about $10 a month, I think. And they have way more content than anyone else.
I think it's like $15 now.
Okay, it's gone up $15. I wasn't sure because I know they have different types of memberships, but for $15, they have so much content they provide. It's insane. You would think, do I have to create as much content as Netflix so that it merits the $15? It's not apples to apples. Your stuff, their audience is the world, right? Anyone who's an adult that can pay for the service is their market. You're not. Your stuff's a lot more niche down, so that your stuff's a lot more value because it's a lot more unique and catered to a specific problem or a specific audience. So that's why it's different. So same thing with the premium membership. Sometimes the ones I've seen in this price range, usually it's something super specific. The audience is small, that they're okay paying $50 as opposed to $5 because there's not a lot of content for them. Like you and a few other people may be it. So there's not a lot of resources. So that's where this may make sense. The next level up, and usually after $100, not always, but usually after $100, it stops being a scalable. It's not so scalable. It's meant to be smaller. It's meant to be a little more intimate. And this may make sense for you. So some Peter found out $8.99 to $15.99. So I wasn't too far off with $10 for Netflix. Thank you, Peter. So group coaching, again, it's more at the $100 plus range. Like I said, it tends to be a little more intimate. It's not going to be 1,000 people in this one group unless you're running multiple groups somehow. But it tends to be people pay for that higher premium because it's either going to be in a small group where they get to know the rest of the members and they kind of all support each other in solving the problem. Even if it doesn't have one-on-one time with you, but at least it's more of an intimate level where they have a little more access to you. So it's not a fully scalable membership, but so this could make sense for you. And here's where if you think, you know what, I'm getting started online, but I have a strong business offline perhaps, and I have people who I've worked with in the past. I know people want to work with me on an intimate level, other than one-on-one. I know I can get some sales for this, and this makes sense. I like the small group setting. I like teaching people together in a group where there's 5 or 10 or 15 people asking questions, and we're kind of a team all together solving this problem. If that's what you enjoy, that may be the place for you to start. I would say if you have a strong, warm market that will jump in and pay that price point for a little more of an intimate offering, this may be the place to start. I would actually vote for that over something small like $5, $10 a month, and that could be the offer that you create down the road as a warm up to the group coaching. So that's where I think that's my 22 cents on that. Okay, one-on-one recurring coaching subscription. I would say if you're able to do this and ready to do this, this needs to be one of your offers. And again, I think it may sound like I'm recommending all of them because they all make sense for a certain type of person. Okay, so that's why I don't want you to feel like, hey, well, I'm confused, right? So just listen to everyone individually and see if it makes sense. You could have on a one-on-one recurring coaching subscription where someone says, hey, I'm going to pay you $500, $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a month to work with me on an individual level because I need that kind of attention and I want your time. So that may actually make sense. If you have the market that's ready to pay for that, then by all means, I think you should have this as an offer, even if you only have one client initially or 2 or 3. So I think that if you're confident enough to charge higher amount and take that time, and here's why I think that offer at the end is very critical, right? It's still a membership. It's just a really VIP one. That's one-on-one. You'll still have 3 or 4 members that don't know each other necessarily, but you still have it. And here's why I think it makes sense, because anything you work with that person one-on-one in that group coaching subscription, you can always trickle down to perhaps you have a group, or maybe you have a low end. Maybe that's all you have, the low end and the one-on-one recurring coaching subscription. Maybe that's all you have. But anything you do one-on-one with your 1, 2, or 3 clients, then or more, then you could bring down to the low end membership. A lot of those 41 tips that I made outlined for those videos came from the fact that, you know what, people ask me questions one-on-one, and I want to solve it for them. I come up with a solution, and when it makes sense, I go, okay, you know what, this makes sense. I'm ready to. I help that person out with it, and now guess what? I think a lot more people are going to need it. So now I trickle it down, and I talk about it live here. So you could do the same thing. That's where I think having that one-on-one recurring coaching makes sense, because it not only is it a higher dollar amount, but it also helps you create content for maybe 1 or 2 other offers that you may have on a regular basis. So that's what
I think a lot of people can relate to that, or at least understand that. Maybe they're doing it now, and this is giving you guys the idea for what type of membership you should set up, what plan that is for you. I relate to what you said, Renee, too. I mean, I'm doing something for a client, and this is like the third time this week I've had to do the same thing. So, this should be like a how-to video, or this could be my topic for my next, live, whatever. So yeah, and it trickles down to either your lower end or your free group. And I think, comment if you can relate to that. There may be something where you've just had a light bulb moment, or maybe you've done it too, but I definitely agree there on that one.
Yeah, makes sense. Yep. I know you're the queen of making videos, so you save time, right? I mean, why explain something multiple times and then you offer it to your regular members? So you may actually be here right now. A lot of people that I've worked with are in this situation. Or you know what? I do one-on-one coaching, but I want to scale up. All right, great. So let's talk about what other membership can you add to that service? Can you add a low-end membership? Is that going to make sense? Or maybe group coaching? Which one's going to make sense for you right now to add in addition to doing that high-end one-on-one coaching program? So that happens a lot. So you may already have this, and I'm saying if you don't, then you might actually just launch two things: the low end and the recurring, and that's okay. A retainer client, I think, a retainer client. So not necessarily coaching. Maybe there's somebody that you on a regular basis help them solve the problem for them. So you're not really coaching, but you're actually working, selling hours really of time of your expertise to help them with the problem on an ongoing basis. That could be a recurring retainer that you charge them, or support with a product or service that they purchase, right? So a lot of people don't want to go at it alone. So they will rather work with an expert that's going to help them whenever they get stuck with a product or service they might have bought. Doesn't mean that's your product or your service. It could have been, I'll give you an example, 22 Social. There's people who will hire an expert to work with them and help them support with this product or this service. So that can also be it. So that's an idea. But like I said,
or a course.
I think you should, or
course is a really good example of that. Like, and I think there've been questions of that when I've done like the app reviews here on the Tuesday lives. I see a lot of people doing courses, and the question is, well, should I offer support as a Facebook group? Like, is that included with the course? I usually will say not if it's a one-time, like you're selling a $197 course lifetime access. The support for that could be the add-on, right? So that could be either your low end or maybe even a premium membership that's an add-on to a course, and they're two separate products.
Correct. So that's something for you to think about. Where do I say which ones make more sense for me? And we'll give you some ideas on how to make them work together as well. So just want to kind of throw it out there. That's probably the place to start, is just thinking which of these are going to line up with how I like to work, what's going to make sense for my clients, and what's ultimately my dream, right? If my dream is like, you know what, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing recurring retrainer work. I've done that before. I hate it. All right, well, then that's not it for you, right? Pick another one. But I do recommend you have something on the low end and something on the higher end, because you know what? People will be ready to do one or the other. Some people may not be ready for the low end, and some people may not say, hey, you know what? I will need a lot more help. You know that this $15 a month is not going to cut it, or not the amount, but I mean the amount of work. I need one-on-one time. I need something at this higher end. So that's membership types. So next slide I'm going to go through just some ideas that I think are going to help you put it all together. And the first one is to launch your membership privately. Okay, you're like, what the heck is Renee mean by launch your membership privately? I'll tell you what this solves. I'll tell you what the problem solves. Let's say, you know what, I'm going to launch that low-end membership for $5, $10, $15, $20. And I'm going to include a Facebook group, which a lot of people here are doing. A lot of our clients are doing. But here's my big concern. I know I'm not going to get a lot of sales right away because I don't have a huge warm market. And if I'm offering a community and somebody joins day one, and it's not going to be a good experience. There's not going to be a community. I mean, it's going to be a community of me, the admin, and them. So it's not going to feel too good. It's not the kind of environment that I want to do. So it's kind of the chicken and the egg. Do I launch it to get new members, or do I wait to have members so that these new members have a better experience? It just doesn't make sense, right? Well, the solution is to launch privately. Here's what you could do. Why not launch a membership just like you would have launched it any other way, but don't offer it publicly? Just tell your high-end or VIP clients and say, you know what? I'm launching this membership in the future. It's not ready to go yet, but I'm going to include it as part of the group coaching program or the one-on-one coaching program. So launch it privately only to your VIP or your high-ticket clients. And here's why. Because they're not going to expect a huge community. It's kind of a bonus. So it's okay that there's only 1 or 2 or 3 members in there right now. It's fine. And here's why, also why it makes sense. No one's going to be more active and more invested in that community than the people who are paying you top dollar because they really want to solve the problem, right? They want your help. So they're going to participate. So you can run that privately and offer it just to your members for a while. And then after some time, after, you know what, I already have 10, 15 people in here for my VIP clients. I've been creating content for some time now. I have a consistency of like, I go live twice a week or once a week or twice a month. And I have kind of an archive of content that's already got a lot of comments and stuff. Now there's some life to this thing. All right, perfect. So now you can actually launch it, let's call it publicly, and allow people to join without being a VIP client, but their experience is going to be that much better. I've had a few people do this just because they're really concerned about that. But rather than wait to launch a membership, it makes sense to leverage the fact that you have those VIP clients that are going to be much more engaged. They're going to create interaction and engagement with you, so that it's a much better experience when the regular members join in. So that's one idea to start planning out. And again, this is kind of on the planning stage because you got to know, am I launching now, or do I just launch the VIP program, or do I launch the low-end programming? You're really doing both. You're kind of just waiting on that membership publicly, but including it privately. Another idea is your membership becomes a down sort of high-ticket program. So some of you may have that high-ticket one-on-one coaching program where you charge X amount of dollars a month to work with you one-on-one, and you may be offering a free session. That's probably the most popular way to do this, is to offer somebody a free session so they get a taste of what you're all about before your one-on-one program. Well, adding a membership as a downsell, I think makes a lot of sense, because I mean, especially if you haven't gotten too good at identifying your audience, and you may be getting on a lot of calls that you get some yeses, we get a lot of no's. What if some of those no's don't turn into really no's? They turn into, hey, you know what, I want to be in this holding tank for now, call the membership, and only pay you $15, $20, $30 a month, and kind of run this on my own kind of thing till I'm ready to work with you one-on-one. So having that membership, it's not only about having another option to people who say no to the high ticket programs, well, at least pay you something. Yeah, that happens, but the idea is so that they stay engaged with you and they start paying with you, because you know what, in 2 or 3 months, they may be ready to become a high ticket client and pay you, which they might have not if they didn't become a member. If you just kind of lost touch with them, they don't get exposed to you as much, and they might not sign up down the road. But if they're sort of just kind of getting a taste of you through that membership, then you have a much higher chance of actually turning them into a VIP client down the road, and you're building your membership. So I think that's where those two can work together. So again, another way, I mean, it's usually, you could launch it privately as well. I mean, this could be sort of part of idea number one, and say, hey, only the people who actually talk to me one-on-one, all in the membership. So that's a decision to make there. But another thing too, a mistake I've seen people make is treat people into buckets almost, and say, these are my regular members and these are my VIP members. And it's almost like they're two different types of creatures and they shouldn't talk to each other. Mistake. And that sounds weird, but what you want to happen if you have the high end and the starting or the regular membership and your VIPs, I'll call them, is you do want interaction between them. And it's not going to affect your VIP clients. I'll give you an example. So you have your membership, you have a Facebook group, you have some VIP clients as well, and you're working with them one-on-one. You're probably giving them homework or things to work on. Why not give you an idea how to make this happen? Why not ask those VIP members, hey, you know what, I give you a homework assignment this week, or this is what I want you to work on. You know, that first part of the assignment, I want you to post the answer in the membership, in the group, right? In the group where the rest of the members are that are not necessarily VIP. And here's what's going to happen for you. Number one, Your members going to get a lot more feedback from people. Your VIP client is going to get a lot more feedback from your regular members, which is great and praise. And here's what's going to happen. Your regular members are going to feel like, you know what? I want that kind of help. That's the kind of stuff I want to make happen. I want to move forward just like so-and-so is moving forward. So is just like Mr. VIP client moving forward. I want additional help. I want that to happen for me. I want to create that video. I want those results for me. I want to have that kind of breakthrough. And they're a lot more likely to upsell and say, hey, you know what? I want to be a VIP client, because they're gonna get fear of missing out, the FOMO. Or so that's what can happen. Not only that, guess what? It creates a lot better engagement in your regular membership from your VIP clients. So this idea number 3 is what could be happening in your membership while it's still in private mode. There's just a lot of it, right? The VIPs interacting in that membership. In the past, we've talked about a hybrid membership. Okay, so we have the high end, we have the low end. Why not create a membership where when someone signs up, not only do they get access to your ongoing content and maybe some foundational course that you have, why not give them a taste of being a VIP client? Why not say, hey, you know what? I'm gonna give you, just for signing up, you're gonna have access to one session with me for 45 minutes, an hour, hour and a half, whatever makes sense, with me, so that you get started on the right track. The advantage of having a hybrid membership is, one, they get a taste of you. So guess what? They're a lot to buy from you, buy the high-end program from you because of that. And also, if it's a hybrid membership and you're including that one-on-one session, you could charge more for that first month. It may not be $20, $30. Maybe it's $100, $200, $300 for the first month, and then it's a regular price thereafter. So that's what can happen for you. So you'll get a lot more money up front, and they'll get experience with working you one-on-one, so you're a lot more likely to get more VIP clients. I think that's the last tip I had for you today. So there's a lot more that we could talk about. I mean, we're going to have a number 2 follow-up next week, so you'll have a lot more ideas. But if you have any questions on these tips, I would be glad to cover them. If you want to interact in our group and post a question, say, hey, I want to do a hybrid membership, but I'm confused about this or that, or I want to launch my membership privately. How do I handle that, or how would that work? I would love to see that, and I would definitely go deeper on any of these in the group if you have questions on that. So with that, I think we're good on questions, so I think we're moving on. So I'll let you take that.
All right, good. Yeah, and like Renee said, we're going to do part 2 next week, where we'll get into a little bit more of the, based on some of this, what can you do now? Because it's important to know up front, am I going to do a hybrid? Am I going to, what my price is going to be before you just go in and just start, setting up. So planning and structuring, getting that all together is really important before you go in and just start building it. It'll save you time in the long run to having to go back and redo it. So think about it, right? Just start thinking about that. Like Renee said, post questions in the group. That'll help us to also provide you better training and things like that too. But we love answering questions like that. So definitely good call, Renee, on that one. So if you want to kind of get a jump on this and you want to use 22 Social and Facebook to build a membership, whatever you choose, right? All you really need is a Facebook business page. Facebook business pages are free. And what 22 Social allows you to do is connect a third-party application to your business page. A lot of people use their business pages as online hubs. Some of them don't even have websites, and that's kind of like the communal place where people, hang out. And from your business page, you can talk about your offers, like your memberships, and post them there, share them on Facebook as your business page, right? Link to them in your cover photo descriptions or behind your call to action button. You can link to your landing pages, your sales pages for your membership that you create using 22 Social, connecting it to your business page. And, you share that link everywhere, but it's nice to have it in place there too on your business page, which gives you a nice free piece of real estate, but it's very valuable. And 22 Social basically allows you to create, they're called apps, third-party applications that connect to your business page. that are really just landing pages for content. And you will install a page that's very easy to edit, drag and drop. You change the, the text, the background, the button colors and all that, and you add your content. You can add videos, pictures, all kinds of different widgets, and really make it your own. It's its own kind of just a web page that you can share online, and it looks great everywhere. So it comes with every app install, a landing page install has its own what's called a smart link. It's the URL to that page. And when you share it, it looks great on all devices, mobile friendly, tablet, desktop, whatever. And they all are included. And you don't share it until you publish it, right? So you're going to create it in the background. And there's so many different things you can create and so many different landing pages you can create as these third-party applications. We like to restrict access. That's a really great way to build a list, earn some income. And there's 3 ways to do that that are the most popular. And here's some suggestions for each of those 3 ways. One being free access, right? So it's for lead generation. People can call this lead magnet or freebies, giveaways, things like that, that you're basically in exchange for something that they don't have to pay for, they sign up for with their contact information. And using the Facebook app, they log in or sign up with their Facebook profile, and you can give away a free PDF, some kind of download, maybe share a video, an intro to a course. You could also do signups for like live webinars or live streams, things like that you share on your page, or some type of contest or sweepstakes. That's all free, and so all they have to do is register with Facebook. You can also charge for access, and you can charge one time or you can charge recurring, like a membership. So one time would be a course where you have a nice little trailer to a course, talk about it and say, hey, buy it for $97, right? You could sell your time, a one-on-one coaching session, or book like a package of sessions with something where they pay one time to get access, or charge recurring access, like a subscription, like we talked about, like Netflix, right? You're charging a monthly, weekly, whatever the term is, a recurring fee that gives them continued access so long as they continue on the subscription. And memberships are great for that. So you can connect the software to set up a pay, kind of a landing page, right? A sales page where they pay and set up a recurring subscription either through PayPal or Stripe, connected to your Facebook business page and integrating really well with Facebook groups. So here's kind of an overview look of the whole, in a nutshell, how it looks from a bird's eye view. You install your app, and you can build up to about 15 per page is what Facebook allows you to connect. So for each business page, you can do 15, but just one. You build one out and you're ready to share it, right? You've made it look nice and pretty. You share that smart link. This is an example of what a post would look like in the news feed when you share it. Someone sees that and they'll click on it, and that takes them to the front end of your landing page. This is called the gate. Here, they will read about what your offer is, if it's a sales page or a place to sign up for your freebie, and they will then click a button to say that yes, they are interested. They want to sign up. They want to enroll, pay, or whatever it is, right? Sign up for the contest. They are enrolling or registering with their Facebook profile. So they'll simply click a blue button that says continue to confirm this is who they are on Facebook, and that's it. Now they're enrolled or registered, and they then have instant access to whatever it is you've created on the other side, right? The back end of that. So each application or landing page install has the front end, which is the registration side, payment side, and the back end, which is what people see once they're registered or enrolled. And here they'll have access to everything you've created that you've restricted access to based on that enrollment. They can toggle through, and this would be where you could link to, booking that call, or getting reminders for the webinar, or joining the Facebook group that's part of the membership, or downloading the freebie you offer. You're then collecting on the back end all of the information that comes with that profile, and their name and their email. And you can manage your members, especially if this is a membership, very easily on the back end, because they're all listed for you on your admin view side under the SRM tab, the Social Relationship Manager. It's a little button at the top that only you see. Everyone who registers is in there. Their Facebook profiles are in there. Links, information. You can click the little I info to get more information about their email, see their picture. But you can also sync this, connect this with your existing CRM, your newsletter provider like MailChimp, Aweber. And so have that all integrated really nice. Now, if this is a membership where you're using it to restrict access on a recurring payment, like a subscription for an ongoing membership. The back office will have a little bit more information next to these names. It'll have links to their payment as well. So here in this example, this is PayPal. And what's really nice, what a lot of people love using the software for, is that it acts as the glue between the payment processor, for example, PayPal, and Facebook. Because a lot of times, if you're using other membership softwares, you're trying to match up the person who paid you through whatever payment process you've used. Does it match the name of the person that wants to join my group? Well, all of that is connected here in your SRM. So it's the same person on both ends. There's no guessing. I personally love it. And that's one of the biggest things for me that really, I was all on board for this. And a lot of people are tell me that's one of their favorite things that they enjoy. So I really like that. There's lots of other ways you can integrate the software with other free tools that help managing your members or your enrollees, your registered, your clients, your customers, all of these people back here so much easier. One of those is a Chrome extension. It's a free Chrome extension that you can access from any 22 Social app that will turn the members' names on Facebook of your whoever's registered for your app, those people that are in that SRM, they'll turn their names a certain color based on whatever you choose. So in this example, we show red, orange, and green. Green being that they're active. That means they're in your SRM, they've paid, they haven't canceled, they completed their whole registration. Red means they were in there, but now they're not. So this is probably people who've canceled. And the orange in this example would just be unknown, not found. And so what's really helpful here is that the names in the group that should all be green. And when they turn red, you can easily identify them to remove them because they've maybe either stopped payment or canceled. But even more so when they're asking to join in the member request, that's where it's really helpful. If you see a green name and member request, you don't have to check your email or verify, did they pay? You know they're enrolled. So I love this. A lot of people love this. But these types of tools, these types of ways of connecting social platforms like Facebook and your payment processor and your emails, all in one nice package, makes it really easy for you to live that lifestyle and achieve that dream that you're set out to dream, for yourself, to have that desired lifestyle, having that business that's going to fund it. For example, like Will Irish, who set up a membership using the software, and this is the kind of results he sees when he opens his email, a message, an email from PayPal letting him know he's got a new subscription. So imagine being able to see results like that and really achieve that dream. And then with that time freedom and that income, you can then help more people, right? And do more of what you love. So we love these results. We love seeing that. And we want that for all of our members. And so the first step to really making sure you're headed in the right direction is knowing, well, what am I supposed to do? What direction am I supposed to go in? Because like we talked about today, depending on what you're building and what your dream is and what what your expertise is, that's different for everyone. And it also depends on where you are on your journey. Some people are at the beginning. They're just figuring things out. Some people are ready to take it to the next level, ready to scale. So figuring that out is important. So what we'd like to do is invite you to take an assessment. It's a free assessment. It's called the Dream Builder Self-Assessment. Go to 22s.com/dream. There you will be able to complete this assessment, answer some questions, and what it'll do is it'll give you a customized action plan based on where you are on your journey, letting you know here's what needs to be done and here's the best next right step for you. So really important to check that out. 22s.com/dream. It's completely free. There's a lot of other information there too. You'll be able to check out a really cool bundle. It's called the Dream Builder Bundle. You'll learn all about that and how you commit to your dream and save money. It includes that blueprint we went over at the beginning with the different stages, a course based on those different stages, everything from lifestyle to advertising and growing that business and scaling that, all in moduled video courses and module videos in a course that will teach you what you're doing, but we want you to also do it while you're learning, right? So you're building it and you're learning it. You can implement what you've learned in the course with the software. So we package that together as a bundle. Dream Builder Bundle includes a year of the 22 Social membership software for Facebook, and it includes it's an unlimited members, right? So it includes all of the features. It's the annual standard plan. And with that, you can connect up to 3 business pages. So you can have multiple, you can have a test one too. So if you're using the course to kind of figure out learning a few things. You could use a few test apps to play around with that you haven't published yet. I know people who told me that's what they did. But you can learn all about that and all the cool things over at tutoS.com/dream. Best price, lots of awesome stuff there. You can also enter to win this. So we actually give this bundle away with a year of 22 Social, with the course, all of that, every Tuesday. And we're going to do that next. We're going to choose this week's winner. If you've registered, you're in to win. If you've shared this with other people, you have increased your chances of winning, and chances are you may be next on the screen. Let's see who that is. Drum roll. Okay, I was going to practice saying this name. We choose the winner right before we go live, and I saw that and I thought, okay, Lisa, congratulations. I'm going to say this as best as I can, and you let me know, Renee, if I'm not saying it right. I was going to say Blaylock, or is it Blalock? But I'm going to go with Lisa B. Awesome. Congratulations, Lisa. She's from Chula Vista, California. Another one close to home, more closer to Renee's home than mine. But congratulations, Lisa. You won that bundle. So that bundle is the course and a whole year of 22 Social completely on us. You get that. Check us out. Message our page. We'll give you all the details. If you already have 22 Social, we'll just tack on an extra year for free. So congratulations, Lisa B. And hopefully someone else, someone watching today is our winner next week, and you come back, refer more people. But we love seeing winners every week. We love seeing success stories. So if there's questions you have, or you want to share those success stories, or you want to comment with some of the things that Renee talked about today, share in the group. The way to get to the group, if you don't know, if you're not already in the group and not a member yet, is also at that same page, tutoS.com/dream. There's a link to our free Facebook group there. So take the assessment, check out the bundle, get your referral link for our weekly drawing, join the Facebook group. There's lots of other cool things there, but definitely check that out. And I think we even have a link to our replays there. If not, we should probably add one. But let me know. I'll check it out and make sure that that's there. But that's it. That's what I have. I'm going to check over here questions and see what we have. Well, I don't have my camera on. Let's turn that back on. Don't see any questions. Renee, are you still there? I think you're muted.
Talking to myself. Sorry. Yeah,
like, where'd you go?
Sorry. No, we're good.
I don't see any questions, so that's good. Yeah, that was some cool stuff that you mentioned today. Some of it, I think I've heard before. And I think some of remember stuff, but some of it I was like, oh, I didn't even think about that. So good ideas. Always nice to have a refresher too. Right,
of course. I think there's so much to learn that I'm really itching to create a course. So we'll see. I'll keep you guys posted. I know I'm teasing, but I'll see. For the meantime,
right, guys.
Yeah, we'll have a follow-up next week to this. So
part 2 next week.
Yep. All right. We'll see.
All right. Take care. Bye-bye.